My girlfriend's family called me at Christmas dinner. We need to talk about your relationship with our daughter. I went over nervous. Her dad said, "You're just a trophy boyfriend she parades around. She told us she's using you." I stayed quiet. Then I played the recording of her telling her friends how much she loved me and their attempts to separate us. I, 29 male, have been dating my girlfriend for 2 years. 2 really good years. At least I thought so, until Christmas Eve when I walked into what I can only describe as an ambush dressed up as a holiday dinner. Quick background. My girlfriend comes from money, like real money. Her dad owns a chain of dental practices across 3 states. Her mom hasn't worked a day in her life and spends most of her time at country clubs and charity galas. Me, I'm an electrician. A good one. I run my own small crew now. But still, blue collar through and through. Her family never warmed up to me. 2 years and I still got the "who are you again" treatment at every family function. But my girlfriend always said they just needed time. She said they were like that with everyone. I believed her because I loved her, and honestly, she'd never given me a reason not to trust her. So when her dad called me personally on Christmas Eve morning and said, "We need to talk about your relationship with our daughter. Come to dinner tonight, just you," my stomach dropped. But I agreed. Figured maybe they finally wanted to accept me, you know? Maybe this was the olive branch. I was so nervous I changed shirts 3 times, brought a nice bottle of wine, practiced handshakes in my truck before going in. Her mom answered the door with this tight smile that didn't reach her eyes. "She's not here," was the first thing she said. "We asked her to stay home tonight. This is a family conversation." That should have been my first clue to leave. But I was an idiot. The dining room was set up like a corporate meeting. Her dad at the head of the table, her mom to his right, her older brother across from her mom, and 1 chair for me. No plates, no food, no Christmas music, just a pitcher of water and 4 glasses. Her dad gestured to the chair. "Sit down, we'll make this quick." I sat, my palms were sweating. Her brother wouldn't look at me. "Son," her dad started, and something about the way he said it made my skin crawl. "We've been patient, we've watched, and we've decided it's time to be honest with you." "Okay," I said, waiting. "Our daughter is using you. She told us herself. You're what she calls a trophy boyfriend, someone attractive enough to show off, but not someone she actually sees a future with." I just stared at him. My brain couldn't process what I was hearing. Her mom jumped in. She said, "You're convenient. You fix things around her apartment. You're available when she needs a +1 for events, and you're not smart enough to realize you're being played." That one hit different. The "not smart enough" part. I felt my face get hot. "She's been seeing someone else," her brother finally spoke up. "A lawyer at her firm. They've been dating for months. She just hasn't figured out how to dump you without you causing a scene." I should have walked out. I know that now. But I was frozen. Everything they said was so specific, so confident. And her not being there? That felt like proof somehow. Her dad leaned forward. "We're telling you this because we actually feel sorry for you. You seem like a decent guy, just not our level. Cut your losses, walk away, find some nice girl who works at a diner or something." Her mom nodded. "We'll tell her you ended things. Save face for everyone. No hard feelings." They all sat there waiting for me to agree. To thank them, probably. To slink away like a kicked dog. But here's the thing about working with your hands your whole life. You learn to stay calm under pressure. You learn that panic gets people hurt. So I took a breath, and I remembered something. 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend had gone to brunch with her college roommates. She'd left her phone recording in her purse by accident. She'd been trying to record a voice memo reminder and never stopped it. When she got home and found it, she'd laughed about it. I recorded 4 hours of nothing," she'd said. Except it wasn't nothing. I'd listened to some of it later that night when I couldn't sleep. Not because I was suspicious, just curious what girls talked about at brunch. And what I heard, let's just say I saved that recording to my cloud immediately. Then my phone, then a backup drive. Call it paranoia, call it intuition. I pulled out my phone. "Before I respond to any of that, I want to play something for you." Her dad's eyes narrowed. "What is this?" "Just listen." I hit play. My girlfriend's voice filled the room. I love him so much it's honestly annoying. Like I catch myself smiling just thinking about his dumb face. Is that crazy? Her friend's voice, that's disgustingly cute. My girlfriend, I know my family hates him. My mom keeps saying, I can do better, whatever that means. My dad tried to offer him money to leave me last month. $20,000. Can you believe that? Like he's some character in a movie. I paused it, looked at her dad. 20,000, huh? Funny, you never mentioned that part. His face went white. Her mom started sputtering. I hit play again, my girlfriend. And now my brother keeps accidentally inviting my ex to family events. He showed up at Thanksgiving, at my parents' Thanksgiving, and they acted like it was totally normal. Her friend, that's so messed up. My girlfriend, the worst part is they keep trying to convince me he's using me for my family's money. Which is hilarious because he won't even let me buy him dinner half the time. He paid off his truck 2 years early and he's the most financially responsible person I know. But my mom keeps saying he's playing the long game. Like, lady, he's an electrician who works 60-hour weeks. When would he have time to scheme? I stopped the recording. The silence in that dining room was deafening. There's more, I said calmly. About 20 minutes of her defending me to her friends, talking about our future, saying she thinks I might be the one, but I think you get the point. Her dad stood up so fast his chair scraped the floor. That proves nothing. People say things to their friends. But the $20,000 bribe you offered me? That's real. And you inviting her ex to Thanksgiving? That's real too. I looked at her brother. That was you, right? I remember seeing you two chatting in the corner while I was helping wash dishes like an idiot. Her brother looked at the floor. I stood up. I came here nervous, thought maybe you were finally going to accept me. Instead, you tried to manipulate me into leaving the woman I love by lying about her character. That's what happened here tonight, and she's going to know about it. You can't. Her mom started. Watch me. I walked out, got in my truck, called my girlfriend. She answered on the second ring. Hey babe, how'd it go? Are they being weird? You need to come over, now, bring an overnight bag. What? Why? What happened? I'll explain everything when you get here, but I need you to know something first. I love you, and nothing that happened tonight changes that. She was at my place within an hour. I played her the parts of the recording I'd played her family. Then I played her the parts I hadn't. The parts where her friend had mentioned her mom calling her directly to suggest she reconsider her choices, and her dad threatening to cut her off financially if she got engaged to me. My girlfriend sat there crying, not because she was surprised, because she wasn't. She'd suspected her family was doing things behind her back for months. She just never had proof. I'm so sorry, she kept saying. I should have protected you from them. Hey, I held her face. You didn't do anything wrong. They did. And now we know exactly who we're dealing with. She stayed the night, and the next morning, she made a decision that I didn't ask her to make. She called her dad and told him she knew everything. That she'd heard the recording, that she knew about the bribe, the setup with her ex, all of it. His response? We were doing what's best for you. You'll thank us when you're older. She hung up on him. That was Christmas Day. Things only got worse from there. Update 1. So it's been about a week since the Christmas dinner disaster, and y'all, I did not expect things to escalate like this. Buckle up, because these people are unhinged. First, some clarification from the comments. Yes, the recording was legal in my state, one-party consent. Yes, my girlfriend and I are solid. In fact, this whole mess has somehow brought us closer together. Nothing bonds a couple like discovering her family is running psychological operations against you. Now, onto the chaos. Day after Christmas, my girlfriend got a call from her grandmother, her dad's mom, who's like 80-something and sharp as a tack. Apparently, her parents had called a family emergency meeting and told everyone that I had coerced and manipulated my girlfriend into cutting off contact with them. They said I was isolating her from her support system, which is like textbook abuser behavior apparently. The grandmother wanted to hear my girlfriend's side before believing any of it. Bless that woman. My girlfriend explained everything, and the grandmother's response was, I always knew your father was a snob, gets it from his mother's side. I love her already. But here's where the entitlement kicks into overdrive. Her mom showed up at my girlfriend's apartment 2 days after Christmas. Just showed up. No warning. My girlfriend wasn't home, she was at my place, so her mom apparently waited in the parking lot for 3 hours until my girlfriend came back to grab some clothes. The confrontation was something else. My girlfriend recorded it, smart woman, and showed me later. Her mom: "You've been brainwashed. That man has twisted your mind against your own family." My girlfriend: "Mom, I heard the recording. I know you offered him money to leave. I know you kept inviting my ex to events hoping I'd..." Her mom: "We did that for you. You were making a mistake. That man is a tradesman. A tradesman. Do you know what people at the club say when I tell them my daughter is dating an electrician? I genuinely don't care." Well, you should. Your reputation matters. Our reputation matters. Your children will be. My girlfriend: "We don't have children, Mom." Her mom: "And thank God for that. Can you imagine? Little grubby blue-collar babies crawling around? The embarrassment alone." That's when my girlfriend closed the door in her face. Little grubby blue-collar babies. I'm not gonna lie, that one stung. My dad was a plumber. My mom worked retail her whole life. They raised me right. They raised me to work hard and respect people regardless of their tax bracket. And this woman called hypothetical future children of mine grubby. Anyway, the mom left eventually, but not before slipping a note under my girlfriend's door that said, and I'm quoting directly here, "When this inevitably ends, don't expect us to pick up the pieces. You've made your choice." Real warm and fuzzy holiday vibes. Then came the brother. Oh boy. So the brother shows up at my workplace, my actual job site. Wednesday morning, right after New Year's. I'm running a panel upgrade for a client, and this guy in a suit rolls up like he owns the place. "We need to talk, man to man." I set down my tools. There's nothing to talk about. "Look, I get it, you're mad, but my parents aren't wrong. You don't fit in our world. You never will. And my sister? She'll realize that eventually, probably after wasted the best years of her life." My apprentice was watching this whole thing with his mouth open. The homeowner was peeking through the blinds. "You need to leave," I said. "This is my place of work and you're not welcome here." Just think about it. 20 grand wasn't enough? Fine. 50. Take 50,000 and walk away. Start fresh. Find someone appropriate. I almost laughed. Almost. Are you seriously trying to bribe me at a job site? I'm trying to save everyone a lot of heartache. Get off the property. Now, he left, but not before saying, "Don't say I didn't try to help you." $50,000. These people really think everything and everyone has a price. The audacity is almost impressive. That night I told my girlfriend about the visit. She was livid. Called her brother and tore him a new one. He tried to deny it at first, then switched to, "I was just looking out for you." Classic. She asked him point blank, "Did you ever consider that I'm an adult who can make her own decisions?" His response, "You're not thinking clearly. Love does that." She hung up on him too. So now we're in this weird limbo where her entire immediate family has either tried to bribe me, insult me, or psychologically manipulate her into leaving me. It's been less than 2 weeks since Christmas. But here's the thing. I kept records of everything. The recordings, screenshots of texts her mom sent her trying to guilt trip her. A statement from my apprentice who witnessed her brother showing up at my job. Times, dates, exact quotes when possible. Not because I'm planning some revenge scheme, but because I'm not stupid. These people have money and connections. If they decide to escalate, and rich entitled people always escalate, I want to be prepared. My girlfriend moved in with me this week. Not officially, but she's been here every night and most of her stuff is here now. She says she needs space from the chaos. I get it. Her dad called yesterday. She didn't answer. He left a voicemail that she let me listen to. "Sweetheart, this has gone on long enough. We're willing to forgive your little rebellion if you come home for Sunday dinner. Alone. We can discuss this like adults. Your mother misses you. Stop being dramatic. My little rebellion." Like she's a teenager sneaking out past curfew and not a grown woman choosing to date someone her parents don't approve of. She hasn't responded. I don't think she's going to. I'll keep you posted. Something tells me this is far from over. Update 2. Okay, final update, because honestly I need to get this out of my system and move on with my life. 2 weeks after my last update, things came to a head in a way I never expected. So my girlfriend's dad apparently decided that ignoring the problem wasn't working because the problem, me, wasn't going away. His new strategy? Attack the relationship from the inside by trying to make my girlfriend financially dependent on them again. See, my girlfriend works at a marketing firm, a good job she got on her own merit. But what I didn't know until recently was that her dad had invested in the company years ago. Essentially a silent partnership that he used as leverage. He knew the owner personally from golf or whatever rich people do. She got called into her boss's office on a random Tuesday. The boss was super uncomfortable, wouldn't make eye contact, said that due to restructuring, her position was being reconsidered. Not eliminated, reconsidered. Basically put on notice for no reason. She pushed for an explanation. The boss finally admitted, "Your father called me. He suggested that your current living situation is affecting your judgment and that some time away from work might help you refocus." Her own father tried to get her fired. Not directly, that would be too obvious, just enough to scare her. To remind her who really has power. But here's the thing about my girlfriend that her family never understood. She's not spineless. She never was. She was just raised to keep the peace, to not make waves, to be the good daughter. And that conditioning runs deep. It took this whole situation to finally crack it. She went home that night, to her parents' house while I was still at work. She didn't tell me she was going. I got a text at like 7 p.m. At my parents, need to handle this, trust me. I won't lie, I panicked a little. Thought maybe they'd finally worn her down. Maybe the job threat was the last straw and she was going to cave. But then she called me at 9 p.m. I confronted them. All of them. My mom, my dad, my brother was there too. Told them everything. Every manipulation, every lie, every attempt to control my life through money and threats. What did they say? My dad said I was throwing away my legacy. My mom cried and called me ungrateful. My brother said you turned me against my own blood. And then I told them that unless they genuinely apologize, not just to me but to you, and commit to treating you with basic respect, I'm done. Not temporarily. Done. No holidays, no birthdays, no inheritance, nothing. Silence on my end. I didn't even know what to say. They laughed at me. My dad actually laughed and said I'd come crawling back within a month when I realized what I was giving up. So what now? Now I leave. And I don't look back. She came home that night, to our home now, with a box of stuff from her childhood bedroom. Photos, mostly. Some books. Nothing valuable by their standards, but priceless to her. The fallout happened fast after that. First, her dad made good on the job threat. She got officially let go a week later. Position eliminated was the official reason, but she knew. We both knew. She filed for unemployment and started job hunting immediately. I told her we'd be fine financially. My business was doing well enough to cover us both for a while, but she insisted on contributing. Started picking up freelance marketing gigs within 2 weeks. She's actually making almost as much now as she did at the firm, just pieced together from different clients. Turns out she's really good at her job, and people want to work with her. Second, her grandmother, the cool one, came through in a big way. Called my girlfriend and said she'd been hearing things from the family and wanted the truth. My girlfriend told her everything. The grandmother was furious, not at us, at her own son. Apparently she called a family meeting at her house. Made my girlfriend's dad sit there while she told him he was acting like his mother, which I guess is the ultimate insult in that family, and that she was ashamed of how he treated a man who's done nothing but love his daughter. Her dad tried to justify it. We're protecting her future. He can't provide for her the way she deserves. The grandmother's response, I married a shoe salesman, your father. We had nothing when we started, and he treated me like a queen every single day of his life. That's what matters. Not bank accounts. Character. Her dad apparently didn't have a response to that. Now here's where it gets interesting. The grandmother changed her will. She told the whole family openly, she's leaving my girlfriend her house, the one everyone assumed would go to my girlfriend's dad. It's not a mansion or anything, but it's paid off, worth maybe $400, and more importantly, it sends a message. Actions have consequences. Her dad lost it. Called my girlfriend screaming about how she'd manipulated a dying woman. She's not dying, she's very healthy, and stolen her birthright. It wasn't his to inherit in the first place. My girlfriend let him rant and then said calmly, "I didn't ask her to do anything. She made her own choice. Just like I made mine." He hung up on her. First time she's ever gotten to hang up on him first by default. Her brother tried one last thing, showed up at my door when my girlfriend wasn't home. Just me. "You happy now? You've destroyed this family." I looked at him. Really looked. "Your family was already broken. I just held up a mirror." "That's such bull. Your dad offered me $20,000 to leave, then $50,000 through you. Your mom called my future children grubby. You invited her ex to Thanksgiving to sabotage us. I didn't do any of that. Your family did, to your own sister." He didn't have a response. Just stood there with his jaw tight. "She loved you guys. She still loves you. Even after everything." She cried herself to sleep for a week straight when she realized her own parents would rather destroy her career than accept her choice in partner. "That's on you. All of you." He left without another word. Haven't seen him since. It's been 2 months now. Things have settled into a strange kind of normal. My girlfriend's relationship with her immediate family is basically non-existent. Her mom tried reaching out once, a text that said, "Thinking of you," with no apology, no acknowledgement of anything, and my girlfriend left it on read. Her dad hasn't contacted her at all since the will revelation. Her brother sends birthday and holiday texts, but nothing more. She sees her grandmother regularly, though. We both do. The old lady insists on feeding us every Sunday, and I'm not complaining. She makes incredible pot roast and tells stories about her late husband that make my girlfriend laugh until she cries. My girlfriend got a full-time job last month at a different marketing firm. Better pay, better culture, and no connection to her father whatsoever. She negotiated her own salary and came home grinning because she beat their initial offer by $15,000. As for me, my business is growing. Hired another guy last month. Things are good. Are we living some fairy tale ending? No. Real life doesn't work that way. Her family's rejection still hurts her. Some nights she gets quiet, and I know she's thinking about holidays that used to feel magical before everything got twisted. She misses the mom she thought she had, the dad who used to carry her on his shoulders, the brother who taught her to ride a bike, but those people were already gone. Replaced by versions of themselves so obsessed with status and control that they'd rather lose their daughter than accept someone they deemed beneath her. She chose me, not because I'm perfect or rich or impressive by their standards. She chose me because I make her laugh, because I hold her when she's sad, because I show up every single day and love her exactly as she is. And her family? They have to live with the consequences of their choices now. The empty chair at Christmas, the granddaughter they'll never know, the daughter who finally learned that love isn't supposed to come with conditions and asterisks. I saved the recording, still have it backed up in 3 places. Part of me thought about posting it publicly, really blowing things up, but my girlfriend asked me not to. They have to live with what they did, she said. That's enough. She's more forgiving than I am. But she's right. They're already living in their own personal prison, one made of pride and regret and silence. Last week we went ring shopping. Just looking, she said. Just for fun. But I saw the way she smiled when she tried one on, the way her eyes lit up. Her family wanted to decide her future for her, wanted to pick someone appropriate with the right pedigree and bank account. Instead, she's gonna marry an electrician who loves her more than anything in this world. And honestly, I think that's the best revenge there is. Cool? Cool.